Hey, how's it going? This is a contest entry for chromium dioxide radio. It seems that Castillo's been injured and abducted by a dark malevolent entity, and there's a contest going in the hopes that it will bring him back into the fold. I think it's pretty safe to assume that everyone watching this is subscribed to chromium dioxide radio. If you're not, then you should be ashamed of yourself, and I will post a link in the description so you can click it and subscribe to him. Amazing channel, super creative, consistently hilarious, well thought out. Yeah, there's nothing bad you can say about it. The guy behind it, the barbecutioner, fellow Canadian. We know some of the same people. We've never actually met in person, which is kind of a shame, but one day maybe. So yeah, if you win this contest, you get a bunch of chromium dioxide radio stuff. You get stickers, a t-shirt, full run of the magazines, with the exception of the fourth issue, which is just impossible to find. Like, you're never, ever going to see an issue of it. It's rumored that it doesn't even exist. So, yeah, that's pretty good motivation to do it. So the first thing we're tasked with is to show 5 records with sleazy covers. I can do that. We'll start off a little light on the sleaze, but it's there. Maple Metal, classic compilation on Viper Records. And you got Kid Wicked with a young Sebastian Bach in it. You got Apple Viper, Galleon, Jade, just a who's who of the early Toronto I got hairspray in my eyes scene. Yeah, there's one. Up next, band from East Rockaway, New York. Snatch. If the party's in your mouth, we're coming. I believe them. No shame on these guys whatsoever. It kicks ass. If you were a fan of these guys back in the day, perhaps you went to their Virgin Elimination tour. P.S. Virgin, send us pictures so we know who you are. Yeah, classy bunch of fellas. I'm pretty sure they've got a strain of herpes named after them. Next, we're going to hit the soundtracks. Classic. Meatballs. Yeah, this is pretty sleazy. Got Bill Murray with a bunch of probably underage girls. The fuck is this guy looking at? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Meatballs. And last two, a couple of nonsense records, but you got George Mann Orchestra featuring the Golden Trumpet. Music to watch girls by. Creepy, sleazy bastard. And last, Don Lucas. What an unassuming name for such a gnarly record. Mission Impregnable. Yeah, he did this. This is like in the freaking 60s or something. Yeah, Laugh Records, Los Angeles, California. Don Lucas, Mission Impregnable. The second thing we're tasked with was to show a photo of the nearest strip bar to you. The town that I live in has no strip bars. We had some. They all just went away. My favorite being the Loose Caboose. But London, Ontario, which is very close to me, they still got a few. My editing skills are non-existent, but I'm going to give it a shot. So there may very well be a photo of the Beef Baron in London, Ontario appearing over one of my shoulders, maybe over my face. It might not appear at all. I'm going to try and edit it in after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here for like 2 seconds. I'm going to have a drink of my Canadian institution, and I'm going to ponder life while I may or may not post that picture. All right, it might be up there. Last, gotta show some art. Gotta show some art to cheer up Castillo. I'm doing this. Now I know usually I'm considered pretty deadpan. I'm not very boisterous. In person I'm a little different than I am here, I suppose. I'm a little more sedate here. I don't get emotional often, but I have a letter here to read. To Castillo. Don't worry, I'll be brief. I'm gonna... Sorry, I'm trying not to choke up here. Okay. Dear Castillo, the year was 1982, and a young child spent most of his time rummaging through garbage cans outside Larry's hideaway on Carlton Street. This child knew that his survival on the savage streets of Toronto depended solely on the half-eaten vendor sausages and countless crumbs fished out of long, forgotten ketchup chip bags. Little did this child know that salvation would come in the form of a diminutive man with a formidable mustache and a charisma that the littlest hobo only wish he'd had. As rapid tears played their hearts out inside, a bond was being forged outside, and the child was taken under the wing of a man whose biggest claim to fame was that he once bested Al Waxman 2 out of 3 times in an arm wrestling contest in a skanky one-room apartment in Cabbagetown. That man was you, Castillo. And as that child, all grown up now, I can say that I'm proud to call you Dad. Please come home. The ferrets miss you. Fuck, that was hard.